Mac and Foster did that thing, with the who can say pussy the most.
What is up? How goes it? What is everybody up to? I mean, come on, let's
I'm
get
sexually active now. Get over it.
over it, Grun. I'm sexually
Okay.
active now. You got to get over it.
Okay. All right. I'm over it. I'm over it.
All right, fans. So as you can see, the window-licking shenanigans have already started, and we don't have one of our members with us, the Chaos Goblin, Kevin Kalloway himself. He's taking a bit of a break for himself. So we're going to allow him to do that so he can just do the things that he needs to get taken care of. And we told him, you know what? We'll keep the train rolling. Me and Grun know what we're doing. We've been here before. We've done things. We've ran shows, I think.
I think so. I think we can keep it from falling off the rails.
Ooh, I like that, Grun. Grun's got confidence. You need confidence, and we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. But before we do that, Grunmeister, how's it going? How you been? What are you up to, my friend?
Well, it's doing well. I'm actually off work all week. It's a little birthday present to myself.
Yeah.
30, 32 tomorrow.
32.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Grun.
Thank you.
Before you actually came out the old birth canal.
Yeah,
That's a tomorrow thing.
it
So
is.
you'll get bombarded. I'm pretty sure anybody who you're in their chats tomorrow, they're probably going to get bombarded with happy birthdays. So,
Oh, yeah.
that sounds like a fun time.
It's a fun. Yeah, it should be a fun time. Nice, quiet Tuesday. Hopefully,
Quiet. It won't be.
no, it won't because I got to get rear struts replaced on my car tomorrow,
Ooh.
and that at worst I'm looking at $1,200.
At worst, man.
Yep,
That
at
sucks,
worst.
Grun.
Yep.
That sucks, but you need to go boom boom.
Yeah, I do. Especially I'm doing a Halloween Philadelphia singles mixer Thursday night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. What's that gonna produce?
Hopefully something better than the last mixer I went to.
Well, let's hope so. So okay, so before we get into it, Grun, you know what? We've never asked this before.
Okay.
So without doing normal Grun shit,
Okay.
what does Grun look in? What does Grun look in for a female date, a counter partner?
Someone who loyal, respectful, and I guess above all else is willing to hold me to a high standard. Is willing to do looks at a relationship as two people putting in 100%, not two people putting in 50%. Essentially.
Okay, so Grun's looking for a 200% relationship out there. I
Yep.
like it, Grun. I like it. Honestly, I just think, in this day and age, it's honestly time.
Oh yeah,
You got to run across the right person.
definitely.
It
100%.
that's how it happens.
It is. Yeah.
Fuck, it took me to my late 30s to meet my wife.
Oh, I was just speaking to a woman on a dating app. They wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. They wanted to have 5 to 10 kids. It's and the thing
Wow.
that made her say no is the 24-year-old woman thought it was crazy that a 30 near almost 32-year-old man never had a girlfriend before. It's like, you clearly have not done your research on the previous generation. We got to do the video games and a lot of other things. So social
Very
skills,
true.
there's a considerable number of people that grew up around the same years I grew up that don't really have social skills.
Yeah. It sounds like she was saying this to her mom.
Mom, I'm sexually active now. Get over it.
Get over it, Mom.
Yeah.
Just get over it. That's my new favorite drop, just
Y-
so you know.
Yeah, and I lowered my stand. I lowered the bar for what I was looking for with speaking to her.
Oh.
Did I know I'm not going to get a 10? I think I can get a 7 or a 6.
Yeah. I mean, I'm there with you.
Run, bitch! Run!
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I
All right, Grun. we need to venture on, but
we do.
I do want to say I hope that you do find something,
Thank you.
whatever it may be, a friendship, a girlfriend, whatever,
Yeah.
somebody maybe you just talk to, who knows?
Yeah.
But you're putting yourself out there, and like our boss said, that's what we kind of admire about you. You're out there, you're trying the things, you're doing the things, and just one day, it'll all click, it'll all happen, and we'll be able to tell her fun stories about Grun.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So Grun, I wanted to get into a couple things.
Okay.
So since we don't have Kevin here, we're gonna jump into one of these stories that I think, Grun, you're really gonna sink your teeth into.
Okay.
Um so right now, as we know it, for the world heavyweight title match, we have CM Punk and Jey Uso. So tonight they're doing probably like an in-ring thing. I don't think they're doing a match or anything like that, but they are, probably gonna cut a promo in the ring, do their thing. Where is your level of excitement for this match in particular?
0.
0.
I'm I would have some excitement if Seth Rollins did not get himself injured. I would have
Mhm.
some excitement if the champion was Roman Reigns. I would have some excitement if there was a story going into this. There is no story. They're putting some together on the fly, and they're picking two guys that probably the two of the top merch sellers, the two guys that get the most people excited in the ring individually. Put them together, they'll probably have a pretty good match, but like it's like I know that Jey Uso's only in this position because they're like, we need a relevant person to fight CM Punk for the title. That way, so people at least are guessing what we're gonna do. Because they can't, they they need somebody, a veteran, to put over Braun Breaker eventually. CM Punk would be a great pick. Jey
Okay.
Uso, not so much. But this match, I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Man, yeah. I mean, I'm there with you. I'm like,
That's cool. I don't want that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at with it. I do not want that. I honestly, this is boring to me. This is getting to the point to where it's like, why do we need to see this? What is the point? Okay, why are we not? Okay, so let's go back to when it was Pierce that came out and asked Breaker for the title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Breaker kind of refuses and then asks
Yep.
him to say please.
Mm-hmm.
In which, here's where my disconnect comes from this whole thing. Okay. So this is before the Battle Royal, all that stuff
Yep.
that happened later on that night. Pierce, when he is asked to say please, he dramatically takes off his glasses, but then proceeds to say please.
Yes.
Why? Why not? If you're going to make a statement like that and you're going to try to stand your ground as the general manager, Why say please?
So in that moment, Adam Pearce just needed the title that way so he could give it to whoever would become the next world heavyweight champion. And I'm right there with you. In that moment, I thought it made Adam Pearce look like a complete pushover. Makes it look
Yeah.
like that anybody else runs Monday Night Raw, but not him.
Yeah.
Now, I do think we do need to mention the segment that happened later in the evening where it was informed to Paul Heyman that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker were removed from the Battle Royal. And when Braun Breaker tries to go to talk to Adam Pearce again, it's like, hey, why did you Braun and Bronson, they wanted to go talk to Adam Pearce with their fists. Paul Heyman is currently trying to play the role that he played with the Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns, and be the diplomat, be their be the guy backstage that's playing politics to get them opportunities, to get them into positions where they can win matches, get titles, and be the top stars on the show.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I get that part.
Yeah.
But again, you made no effort to make him seem like a strong GM throughout the entire night. Just because he took away their chance in the Battle Royal, to me that's nothing. That's a coward move.
Okay.
Because now what are you going to do? Are you going to run with security for tonight? Because now what you've set up, you went from the moment you took off your glasses, you were trying to set some type of authority figure. Then you said please right after that. So that completely demolishes that. And as somebody who's watched this, and if you're a heel, now you know that anytime you want, as long as Pierce has that title, you can take it. And he's going to beg for it back. So there's no authority there. So now we're on to where he's taking their chance, their opportunity away. So now you've just told the bully he's the ugliest dude in the class, or you told the teacher on the bully, you know? So now the bully's looking to whoop the fucking shit out of you. He doesn't give a shit anymore. It's not about seeing how far he can push it with you now. Now it's about action. So now what are you going to do this whole Raw? Are you going to be running away? To me, he should. It would have been more effective for me if he would have stepped to Braun's nose to nose, and then Heyman separates them with his hands, and then he speaks to Braun. Braun hands him the title. He hands it over, and then he clears the guys out of the ring.
That definitely could have worked. I guess
Because that even shows Paul playing multiple sides.
Yeah. I guess I'm just because like I said, I completely agree with you on how that first scene looked, and the second scene, the second segment, it gave Adam Pearce a little bit more credit, but yeah, the opening segment needed to have been done better. It wasn't. It made Adam Pearce look like a pushover, and there was definitely a better way, and I think your way would have protected everybody in that segment, but I can't think of a way that WWE. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know.
Well, I guess it all depends on what happens tonight.
It really does.
If that play was worth it, the way they did it. I mean, honestly, does it push the story along? Yes, of course it does. But for me, visually, it would have looked a little more convincing, done more this way or even another way. But the way it was done, I'm not convinced. I believe Pierce is any type of. Now, Nick, On the other hand, he does do some things that make you do believe he has some type of, like, they're not going to push certain boundaries with him.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if the roles were reversed and Nick was in that ring, I think the title would have just been handed over, but it would have been in a like shoving it on his chest type way,
Right.
or in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so what are we expecting tonight with this in-ring meetup between Jay and CM Punk? Where are you at with this?
So I'm expecting a little bit more uh some teasing from from Jay Uso that he's gonna turn heel, because honestly you need CM Punk to be babyface, I think, if he's eventually gonna lose to Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Um and then over that time you can turn Braun Breaker babyface, which I don't think would be too hard. Um CM Punk's gonna cut a good promo. Jey Uso's gonna cut a pretty good promo. Uh, I my
So you're
my
not before we go
Mhm.
further on your thought on that,
Mhm.
you're not seeing a big turn from Jay tonight,
I
like
don't
full heel mode.
I don't think tonight. I think
Okay.
I think the goal is going to be to make it feel like it's two baby faces that are going to war for a title they both desperately want, and they're going to give fans the impression that they're both willing to cross the line.
All right. I like that. I like that. I think that you're right on the nose with that, with the setup for tonight. It just it seems like why color outside the lines when you've had this picture before? You know, you can make the picture
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
Again though, I'm not interested in it. I just there's something about this that just makes me not interested. Do they change that tonight? Possibly. Do they change that with the actual match itself? That's a possibility too. Who knows? But as it stands right now, I'm not really buying into this one. I could see other things being better than this one. So I guess we'll see tonight where they go with that, and how far they decide to push that story. So, Grun, we're going to jump into your story. But before we do, Grun, I'm going to let the fans know that this is actually going to be our uh your subject is going to be our first Squared Circle Expo uh subject. This is what's going to be bringing us. We're going to highlight these. So you're the first one. So you're the Squared Circle sponsored topic of the night, Grun. So Grun, break it down. Let us know what you want to talk about, and then let's get into it, my friend.
Well, I want to talk about what is probably the most exciting championship in WWE right now, and that is the Men's Intercontinental Championship, as Dirty Dominic Mysterio will find out who he defends the title against. I think the match is going to end up being at Saturday night's main event. Makes sense. And his two potential opponents will be Penta or Rusev. And Dirty Dominic Mysterio just recently successfully retained the AAA Mega Championship against Dragon Lee on AAA's latest show. Now, my question is, really, honestly, I want to say, who's going to win? And does Judgment Day turn on Dirty Dom?
Ooh. Um, you know, here's where I get lost with this. And it's because the two opponents that are trying to get in to this specific match and have um this one be a part of Dominic's official run. The thing is that both of these opponents really put on great stories with Dom. They put on great matches. They both, uh, the last Rusev and Dominic match was fantastic. I enjoyed it. It actually made Rusev look normal. It made him look like he belonged. It didn't make him look like an AEW reject who they just wanted to pick up his contract to get him out of there, to make sure that he wasn't at another competitor's door. However it got Rusev and all the other guys over there is how it got him. I know there's a lot of talks about the whole portrayal of Aleister Black and Zelina now being Killer Cross and Scarlett, and that's a big like WWE spitting on them. But here's the thing. What I really like about the two competitors in here, Rusev and Penta, they're nothing like those characters. They know where their characters are. They know where their fans love them. They know when their fans dislike them. They know they can read their fans. They're not trying to shove something down our throats and make us buy into it just because you like something about that person. So with all that being said, I really think the right ticket right now, especially with who you're going up against, is Penta. I think that to me Penta needs, if Dom's going to beat Penta, he needs some type of interference from Judgment Day. I think Penta on any bad day can beat Dominic if there's nothing involved, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Rusev, though, we seen him beat him without, like, he did use an object, but Rusev found it and then the ref got rid of it. But then the low blow happened, which Dom was still able to hit the 619, then the frog splash, then the pin. So in that sense, it seems like Dominic has way more of an advantage over Rusev, if that makes any sense. I know the size of Rusev, and you would be like, what are you talking about? But there's something about Rusev in that match with him where Dom can make himself smaller and less seen by the ref. Now with Penta, it's harder because Penta's flying all around. Penta's having you move like a luchador. You have to be on that, in which he did get that the bell ring hammer in his boot to deliver that 619, which hit Penta and got him out of there. But again, he has to go to those lengths. So if he can't go to those lengths, the Judgment Day coming out, and I really do think the Judgment Day are ready to dump Dom. I think Dom's about to go. I think they're going to test the waters of Dom on his own with his run that he has now, with the fandom he has now, and which I think is a really good, a good first testament to what Dom's doing in a ring and how he's coming across on our screens, and the higher ups are enjoying it. But it also shows that how much that he is just becoming he's becoming the teacher of the game, of the heel game. He is the ultimate heel of today. He is the Eddie Guerrero heel of today. And at some point we need to talk about the fact that we need to quit comparing him to Eddie, and he's going to be Dominic. People are going to be like, you are the Dominic Mysterio. Like, this kid is special. And yeah, I want to see him in Penta for this title. And I think that it wouldn't hurt him at all if Penta got the IC title.
Yeah, no, I'm in full agreement. I think Penta would be the right pick as far as how that match ends. Yeah, it's really anyone's guess as to who wins the title. But I agree that I think there's a way to make everyone look good with Dom retaining and with Dom losing
Yeah.
the title.
Yeah. I mean, I could even see Rusev being the winner. But if I see Rusev being the winner, I see Dominic retaining way more than I see if Penta. Does that make sense?
It does, because Dom is supposed to be. It's been calling himself King of the Luchadors. So him losing to Rusev, like, okay, that kind of makes it look good, but you're missing an opportunity where if Penta beats Dom, he can't really call himself King of Luchadors anymore, and then that brings into question: is he worthy of the AAA Mega Championship? And so then
Yeah.
you're getting more story out of that than Rusev winning the title right now.
I mean, and yeah, I could also though see that if you did go with Rusev, he could be like, he could do a whole run where he like looks down upon the luchadors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
I
he
do.
talks about how it's pure European strength,
Hmm.
and that's what makes an intercontinental title
Oh,
mean something.
oh my God! If they go down that route, Grande Americano Uno versus Rusev.
Dude,
Oh my God!
as we were talking about it, man, it started kind of putting together in my head like you could potentially do something here.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be fun too because let's just say, okay, so like during the 9/11 stuff,
Hmm.
WWE went on that massive "We're America, fuck yeah, we're
Yep.
WWE, we're going to your backyard," and they were all over, and they were just all about America.
Oh yeah.
In the world we are today, wrestling could be that pressure valve that gets released in which you could do something with Rusev demanding that the European wrestlers and that style was looked at better than something. He could be, dude, he could be like, the luchadors were the second best for so many years and you couldn't overtake the Americans, you know. And then because then guess who else is coming back?
I don't.
Gunther will be coming back
Oh
anytime.
yeah, he will be.
And right there, dude, you can link him up with Gunther,
Oh.
Axis of
Oh my God.
Evil. Oh my, like there is potential here. Because
Yeah.
then we have what? War Games coming up. Let's say Gunther
Mhm.
comes before War Games. You could have multiple War Games matches and use
Yeah.
factions.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I
just one of our moments where we get off on
it,
some cool shit.
yeah, and speaking of war games, there is a certain savior of all of us of pro wrestling that is supposed to be maybe making their appearance soon and might be involved in a war games match. I mean, he is the best at everything he does. If you understand that, you stupid idiots.
Hmm. I like it, Grun. Grun is out here and he is he's letting
I
everybody know.
spread so many fucking rumors. My favorite part about rumors, nobody verifies shit.
They don't. And that's all our favorite parts of it. But yeah, that Grun, I like your segment. I like where we're at with that. And again, fans, that is our Squared Circle Expo topic of the night, in which where we are trying to go in March. The IYH is, we have our vendor table. What we need now is we need a plane ticket for our buddy Grun. We will be getting, as soon as we get all the videos in, we're going to start doing the GoFundMe and we're going to be putting it out there. We understand in this day, it's kind of hard sometimes to give. Totally get that. But if you can, or if you know somebody who is willing to, maybe they have a business and they want to get a little sponsorship scene at the expo, we can work something out because we want to get them out here. We want to get them We want to get them put up in a hotel room so where we can know where Grun is and we can just get them and use them when we need them, and then send them back to the hotel room and be like, "Don't leave your room, Grun."
What the
And then
hell?
we send him back to Philly, and he's like, "Wow, I was a hostage in Indiana." You could be a part of that, and you could be in that famous court case when it happens. So, we just want you all to be a part of it, and we really want you guys to understand. Yes, I joke about this stuff. I make humorous things because I'm with my friend, but this is a very dream fulfilling thing for this whole group as a whole. The chance to be a part of something at the expo where legends and greats and future people that we will be talking about will be at, is something special for this group, and we really want to make this a possibility. On top of that, Grun, who gives us a little help out there?
Who are you thinking that gives us a little bit of help out there?
Well, the people at goalie.com. Yes, Grun, that's goalie.com. Goalie.com, you can go out there and get some of your nutritions. They're gummies and they're nutritious. And they got all the vitamins and everything that you could ever want in your gummy to make you better, stronger, faster. You will be the $6 million man, or whatever price happens to pop up in the cart at checkout. But at that checkout, if you're looking to get a discount, all you got to do is type in IYH and you get a promo code that is 10% off your checkout. So go to goalie.com, go get your nutritions, boop, for your mind, your heart, your soul, and everything to keep you working and running and tuning into IYH. And then at checkout, type in promo code IYH and get your 10% off. And that is, again, goalie.com. So, Grun, we have done the ads. We have done the special top. But, well, this would be where Kevin would fulfill. So, fans, since you haven't been donating to the GoFundMe, yes, I know it's not up yet, but you haven't been donating. Kevin is on strike.
Damn.
He can't do it anymore. He needs Grun at the show. And we do too. So, help Kevin out. But we'll go into a topic in the meantime. So, Grun,
Yes.
I would like to talk about this subject because I think there's been a lot of chatter about it, and I think this is one that we could actually have some discussion on. And it is going back to the Killer Cross, Scarlet, carrying, whatever you want to call them, and the Alistair Black and the Zelina comparison. So I want to know where you're at, what your mind is, and Grun, on this one, I think I'm just gonna let you just run.
Okay.
You can just run, just be Grun. Whatever comes out of that mouth, that's what we get.
Have I stepped into a parallel fucking universe or something?
Oh, you have, Josh.
All right.
So,
Well,
Grun, let's hear it.
so yeah, there's a little too much similarities between Alistair and Zelina and what Carrion and Scarlet wanted to do. To think that WWE they made an accident, like no, WWE have been planning this for a while, and that is the only reason why Scarlet and Kevin or Carrion were let go. It's because they had already, and I don't know why that they picked Alistair and Zelina. For some reason, they want to make Zelina happen. I have no idea why, but they do. And I don't think so far. I don't think it's anything bad. I thought their initial video package vignette looked good. It made me think, okay, I'll tune in and see how this goes. With Scarlett and Carrion, I listened to them speaking with Chris Van Vliet on their podcast a couple weeks ago, and yeah, Scarlett and Carrion, they probably held back some of their feelings because they didn't want to burn the WWE bridge entirely. And it's advised you don't burn bridges in this business. Karrion and Scarlett probably never will be back at WWE unless they get some. They're probably gonna make some big ass if WWE says, "Hey, will you come back?" And like, well, you've screwed us a few times before. We're willing to come back, but these are our terms. If you don't agree to our terms, we're gonna have to say we're sorry. We're not interested in coming back because right now they're bigger than they've ever been working the indies. They are making more money than they ever have. They might be going to AEW at some point. They might also say, no, we're not interested. We're going to keep working on the indies, work with, I think they, at one point, they worked with Dijak and Bishop Dyer, the former Baron Corbin of WWE. And they seem to be happy. Shotzi Blackheart, Gigi Dolan. People seem that have left WWE recently seem to be happier outside of WWE. And to be honest, I can't blame them with these scenarios they were let go under. Gigi and Shotzi were put with Tatum Paxley, who I thought this could be a really cool 3-woman group to take on Fatal Influence. And nope. Tatum Paxley's NXT Women's Champion, and Gigi and Shotzi are back on the indies. But Shotzi, she's doing stuff with Matt Cardona on the indies. Like, I don't think if I'm Shotzi, I'm living my best life right now. But Carrie and Scarlett, I think they're living their best life right now in pro wrestling. Alistair and Zelina, I think they'll be good, but honestly, I don't think that it's ever going to be as good as what Karrion and Scarlett could have done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much there with you on the same token. I do have some more thoughts on it. Honestly, with the Carrion Scarlett contract, I'm at a point where I think someone overestimated the value of one of those people in the group. One of those people in the group merely just walks, merely just stands in a ring, poses, and then stands on the outside. One of those people in those that group could have just been let go with the extra baggage that was let go, and then Carrion started to, I don't know, fly. Honestly, I don't see the value in Scarlett. That's me, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is I if that's her taking advantage of her 5 minutes anytime I've seen her, that's not something like I could do without it. It's not. This line of characters, because it's even going to be the same way with Zelina and Alistair. This dark, creepy, fucking gothic type thing played out.
Mm-hmm.
You've done it. Well, we've seen it. We've seen it ruined. The one who did it the best was Gangrel. I don't think there's any doubt. And then I guess you could go into when the Taker did the whole ministry. That was kind of gothic type shit. That was pretty good too. I like what Carrion was doing, and I didn't mind Scarlett. But I think that it was overestimated. I think that the contract that they may have asked for her could have been one of those things where somebody looked at it and was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? She's no Miss Elizabeth. No, how many times did you see people purely cheering for Scarlett?"
I mean, I think she had some outliers, but at the same time, like, yeah, they were mainly cheering for Cross, and the only thing I would say to debate you, I guess, is
Go
that
ahead. I love
yeah,
this, Grump.
all right,
You know I love these discussions.
I know you do. Karrion Cross was trying to be a good soldier for most of his time in WWE.
100%.
Scarlett probably took on that same idea that we step out of line here and there, but for the most part, we do what they tell us to do. And unfortunately, numerous times they stepped out of line. They did it, and it would get them 5 more minutes on TV. 5 more minutes on TV. Eventually, they said, "Yeah, no, you guys are not worth it," for whatever reason. Isn't my guess is that, like I said, I think it is tied to that they wanted to give this position to Alistair and Zelina. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't think we could put the four of them together and do something interesting that could maybe lead to a feud. It's all about planning for the future. And sometimes it's not about making the greatest story of all time. Okay, sometimes it's just about making a story that's fun.
Yeah, totally get you on that. And I think that Scarlett could have had plenty of opportunities in the future for doing that. Was there any talk of her even getting in the ring?
Not
Thank you, Big J. What is that? JH or JW?
Big
The
JH.
JH98.
Yep, 99.
We thank you for enjoying the content. But yeah, back to her. Was there talks of her getting in the ring?
Nothing.
Maybe expanding what she does, what she brings to the overall group?
No, I didn't hear. I don't think I heard anything about them putting her in a match. I know that Kevin mentioned that when she does wrestle, she's actually really good. So Kevin, and I don't mean Kevin Cross, I mean our Kevin, the Chaos Goblin Kevin said it. So I'm thinking, okay, Carrion, he might have a biased opinion. Kevin has no attachment, no attachment that we're aware of to
Yeah.
Carrion and Scarlet, so he has no reason to lie to us about his opinion.
Yeah. I just look, I know I'm going to be the guy that gets the knives and the pitchforks thrown at him for saying this, but I hope that people will take the feelings and set them aside and we can focus on what is being said and we can have a discussion about that. I feel that the indie scenes have gotten to a point that any woman who is willing to go and participate in the promotion, as long as they wear skimpy clothing, boobs out, and can talk, they instantly have a spot. And then the guys who are in the locker room and they're just like, yeah, women power, bro. They jump on that and then they hype up these people who have honestly not a lick of talent to them. And you can go to Facebook right now, and you can scroll any promotions out there and you can find some. There's differences. And I'm going to bring this to a more positive light because here at IYH, we do have a female who goes and does this stuff and does not objectify herself out there in any way. She does not put herself out there in any type of way for you to make those suggestions. She puts in the work. She gives great points. She's very poignant and like hits so many great notes when she's talking about a specific promotion. When she's running commentary, she's going to hit all your points you need hit in that match to get that wrestler over, to get that match over, whatever it may be. And that's our one and only Annie O'Neill, divinely designed Annie O'Neill. And you can catch her out at Frontline Pro. She does a lot of different promotions. But the thing is, and I'm bringing it back to that, is that right there shows that you can do so much in this industry without putting yourself out in that way. And then when what drives me the most nuts is the most untalented, the most just I got things, so obviously I'm a part of something. When they're out there, they are acting like they are up on the tippy top. And you want to be like, you're not even helping. You're not helping. How many How many valets do we have to see who is Harley? Harley Quinn, you know which Harley I'm talking about, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I am so sick and tired of the females thinking that they are Harley Quinn. And the fact of the matter is the only Harley Quinn you are is this piece of shit fucking woke garbage Harley Quinn that was fucking shoved down our throats. It's not the real Harley Quinn. The real Harley Quinn was a submissive to the Joker. It's been fucking documented in so much more shit than before. Birds of prey. Fuck off. I am so sick and tired. Just because you wear fucking multicolored eyeshadow and you come out there, I got a prop bat. Fuck off. You give nothing to the goddamn fucking industry. The promotion, the only reason you're on the promotions that you're on is because, well, some guys are fucking perverts. That's pure and simple. There are so many women wrestlers out there that are fucking phenomenal. And some of the biggest draws you could ever fucking Lindsay Snow, for example, one of the best fucking deathmatch wrestlers out there walking this earth. And she does nothing like that. They call her the female Sabu. They call her just a walking monster because that's what she is. Because when she goes into it, she's not there to sexualize something. She's there to make a statement and make it look like everybody is able to digest what's going on. I get grossed out when I see some of these chicks, even on the roster. I'm I'm sorry, but that gosh, I'm Valket. What's her name?
Lyra Valkyria.
No. The champion,
The champion?
the women's champion,
The women's champion
that
is
does the kiss of death.
Stephanie Vaquer.
I don't watch her matches because I don't like the way she dresses. I don't like the fact that guys go goo goo gaga over a move that is completely sexualized, and it's only done to get that pop. It's
Mhm.
not done to be effective. It's not done to do any of that. And honestly, it makes me as a fan not want to watch it because it seems like every time I see her now, they're just trying to find a way to hike up the middle part of her uniform to see if they can fucking split her in half. I don't know, man. I that's what made me quit watching. I don't know.
I
Maybe I'm on a boat with myself, Grun.
I can't deny that is definitely coming back. Where when granted, it never really went away. It just didn't get just people didn't want to see it as much. Now, unfortunately, we are at a point where it is being shown whether people want to see it or not. And yes, Stephanie Vaquer and I'll even say Tiffany Stratton, they're not the best in the ring, but they're very pretty. They're good to look at. And this is kind of what AJ Lee was fighting against. And now it is some of it is back. We're seeing Maxine Dupree, great to look at, and yet we are way more interested in the fact that she's put on great matches with Becky Lynch. Now,
Yeah.
maybe it's all Becky, maybe it's not, but we know that Maxine has been working her butt off to get better in the ring. So just maybe it is because Maxine Dupree has been doing her best to be a sponge when she's not on TV. When she is learning everything that she can and to be
Yep.
as good as she is.
I agree.
Bailey is absolutely one of the best workers in pro wrestling today, and she is proving that by making Lyra Valkyria look a lot better than what I think what a lot of us thought she was. Now I know House, he's been on the Lyra train since day one. When I wasn't, was it I'm getting on, you're still not. Now okay,
I'm looking at the destinations.
that's
I'm
fair.
at the platform.
Okay.
I'm thinking about buying a ticket, but I'll tell you this: this storyline she's in right now
Mhm.
does keep me interested.
Yes.
I do. This is the first storyline where I can say I see what you're saying.
Mm. Yeah, and I I have seen women on social media where, like, unfortunately, before I see the wrestling content, I'll see the other content that they do on the side first, or or they'll wrestle under a name that is very clearly suggestive. And it's like, okay, what are you this digital content creator first, or are you a pro wrestler first? If you I I've never worked in the industry, so I can only assume that, yeah, if you're not game booked every single weekend, you're probably not doing too well. So you probably do have to pick up a full-time job or make other content on the side. But if you want people to take you seriously, or at least AEW, WWE, TNA, New Japan, AAA, I don't think they're gonna like it if you're making content that might make them look bad.
Yeah, I agree with you. They tend to not like if you only price your butthole at $5 a month.
Yeah,
You should probably know your worth a little more than, because I mean, isn't that once a month? It's half price.
it maybe.
I think that's a big thing that they talk about. I
I'm
think once a month, content creators like do a thing where they run a special and it's like half price.
mm-hmm.
So now you're showing your butthole for $250. $250, Grun. You show your butthole for $250?
I would need a lot of zeros after that.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too, brother. You
Look,
gotta, I mean,
y-
unless it's me back in high school and I'm just driving by somewhere and I decide to moon you, I
the
need some of that money.
18-year-old and 20-something-year-olds will not do not realize how much $1,000 really is. Now,
No.
$1,000 is nice. Doing solicitive stuff for $1,000, like, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Don't be those girls at the end of Requiem for a Dream where Asian businessmen are throwing money at you because you went ass to ass. You can't do that, Grun.
No.
It's a good movie. You should watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Okay.
You can just miss that part at the end.
All right.
I've already
That's
spoiled it for you.
good to know.
But yeah, it's a good movie. So fans, that's it. That's the show. I know you're like, what the fuck? This is a show? Yeah, this is a show. And guess what? We add a third onto this chaos, and he is our chaos goblin. He is Kevin Kalloway. You can always find him. Go check out his socials. Go check out what he does. He's a champion. He's a great guy. He's our friend. And we can't wait to have him back next week. But outside of that, we got Grunmeister himself. Grun, let them know where they can find you, how to see you, and what you're doing, my friend.
You can catch me on Twitch, on Kick, on YouTube under the name Grunmeister. Here I stream Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Grun's Room. This week, the show will probably be be at a different time, or I might move it to Saturday instead.
Ooh.
Well, because I got plans Thursday night, I got plans Friday night. That leaves
Boom, boom, boom,
that
boom,
leaves
boom.
Saturday. Yeah, yeah, party.
Oh,
Yeah, white guy dancing. White guy dancing.
white guy dancing. Woo, 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 woo. I love it.
But
Yeah, Grun.
yeah,
Yeah, keep them going.
yeah. Regardless, we're going to be covering last week's SmackDown and potentially be covering this week's SmackDown as well in one night.
Love it. I love it, Grun. We're moving up fast. We're picking up speed, and we're doing things, Grun. That's what we do. We got Grun going out, and he's supposedly going on some dating things. It's during Halloween, so we might hear of some murders.
I hope not.
Well,
Jesus.
Grunt, it sounds like you might be. But fans, if you liked what you've seen here, what you've experienced, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's our tea and we drink it, and we drink Kool-Aid too. It's here. the In Your House. Yeah, we drink a lot of it because, well, we believe in this cult and you should join us. Be a part of it. We have a Discord. We have so many things. We have socials. We have shows all week long. You can join in. You can be a part of it. But this show, this is the Monday Night Raw preview review show, and you can catch us every Monday at 7 p.m. That's me, the blue-eyed villain, Grunmiester, and the Chaos Goblin, Kevin Kalloway, where we talk Monday Night Raw. So tune in next week and you can see exactly what we're going to be talking about, what we talked about, and maybe wrap some things up with what we were discussing. You can come and join that and be a part of that. Wednesdays, though, you need to go and check out the Bouquet of Legacy. It's a fun time and you should be a part of it. That's when House and O'Neal, they get together and they talk women's wrestling. If you want to jump on the bandwagon I was talking about, this is the show to give you the highlights, give you all the reasons why I say the things I say. And if you notice, she's a part of it. The woman I was talking about, Annie O'Neal. This is what we need. This is what you need to talk about. This is where you need to be watching. It's the Bouquet of Legacy. And that is usually at anywhere between 5 and 6 on a Wednesday. So go join House and O'Neal over there. Thursday night. Well, that's a time for a fight, brother. That's the ECW watch along. That's where me and House, we watch ECW. We go back in time. Boop, boop, boop. Call Doc Brown. We are getting a DeLorean. And we went back in time and we're watching ECW, and we invite you to be a part of it because that's how we grow. That's how we make some noise, and that's how we have some fun. We've been highlighting ECW wrestlers. We've been watching matches. We've been doing the things. We've even had interviews. We've had Sabu on. We've had Fonzie. We've had a lot of people on. We want more. We want to see where we get it. And we've been in talks of possibly talking to the Blue Meanie. We've been in talks of talking to possibly Stevie Richards. There's talks and talks and talks. But we can do this. And, Squared Circle Expo is a place where we want to go. And we want to take the ECW watch along for that specific one. We want to pick out an ECW guy and we want to watch a match with him. And we want to hear it and we want to talk about it. And we want you to experience it as fans. So come join us on that one. And of course, it's already Friday. That's Grun's Room. Go hang out with him. He's a fun time and you'll have a great time with him. So for me, the voice and my blue-eyed villain, Grunmeister, he is my friend from Philly, and you should listen to what he says because he will throw squirrels in your house through your windows. And, that's cool. That's what we like to do.
What the hell's that all about? You gonna spin it now?
I thought we were keeping that squirrel gun under the wraps.
Well, Grun, sometimes I talk too much. But if you like that, you heard where you can find us. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in. And we will catch you on the next one. Bye.